It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready! Set 180! Keep it skinny!
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 37, check.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it! Load it!
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set! 390!
Ricky. Under 10. Cluster.
Play fake, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Rivers now from the 50. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rivers to throw it. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Load it!
26, switch!
Room! Hey.
Motion.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's crashing.
Hey, 79! Split!
Now again, right side, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
3 down. Check.
Hey, Sunday.
Now they try the right side here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Chiefs nothing.
Get the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Army. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Go. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Let's go, team.
Attack.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check safety.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Check 13.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, downtown!
Third and long for Rivers. Big hold to the 30. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop. As the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you.
To throw is Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the Colts first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Kill. Check 24.
Alpha!
Here's Hines. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Easy.
Back.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. You got tight right there.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Then he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Rivers. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Left. Hey, go orange.
Hey, switch gears.
Wait, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, Riblet.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's a party now.
Go.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike.
Load it.
Behind.
Rivers. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 27, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
You better be afraid of me. 43. 43.
Get wide. 49.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Be dead.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Attack!
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Watch safety creep. 43. Safety's creeping. Shift. Chopper. 49, guys. Mike. 49.
They run it again with Williams. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Alpha!
44, Mike. Hey, you must be dreaming. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, let's get in there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Colts.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
You draw quarter. Hey. Be ready.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Mike.
Go, go, go.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Switch, switch. Check, cross,
Run 80. Q. Cluster. Hey, Rocket. Wait, 89.
They run again with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, watch your leg.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw is Mahomes, rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Block 15. Room.
Check. Fresno.
Rivers to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
57 colors, 57 colors.
49's a Mike, 49's a Mike. Danny. Why? Who? Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the slant.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.